Today's doubleheader will feature the Schuylkill Valley Falcons and the Kutztown Cougars for Legion Baseball here in the 2022 season. Schuylkill Valley will be the home team for the first game. Cole Schuler will lead off for the Kutztown Cougars as he fouls that one back. And pitching for the Schuylkill Valley Falcons is going to be the right-hander, Kieran Houston. He gets ahead 0-1 in the count early. And that curveball breaks in for a strike. Schuler thought it was going to hit him for a second, broke right into the strike zone for strike two, and the count quickly goes to 0-2. 0-2 on Schuler. Houston delivers. That one's just fouled back. Schuler will stay alive. And the count remains 0-2. Houston in the 0-2 count fires another one. That one's inside, and it hits Schuler, and he'll get a free base out of it as he trots down to first to get the leadoff man on for Kutztown. And a good start to the game for the Cougars after Houston got up in the count 0-2. He ends up hitting Schuler. And the Cougars have a man on first with no one out here, and that'll bring up Fitzgerald. He's going to be pitching today for the Cougars. Grant Fitzgerald sees the plate with Cole Schuler on first base here as the first pitch is delivered, and he's late on it, and it's fouled towards third and way out of play. Hit off the light pole, and the count goes 0-1. 0-1 on Fitzgerald here. Houston looks to record it out as he got up early. He's been throwing strikes other than that hit batter. That one's right to the shortstop. Perfect tailor-made double play ball, and that's exactly what it is. Beautiful play by the shortstop, Myro, who flipped it to Kozar, and Salem made the put out at first. 6-4-3 double play, and the Schuylkill Valley Falcons clear the bases. Taylor-made double play there, and there's two outs in the top of the first inning with no score. And there's strike one on a fastball, and Houston is feeling it today. He's pumping strikes in on Spencer Miller here. He's batting third for the Kutztown Cougars, looking to get something going here after that double play. That one's going to miss outside, and it's ball one. Houston's first ball of the game other than that hit batter, and the count goes to 1-1. That last hit by Fitzgerald was a sharp hit ball right up the middle. Myro just happened to be playing in, and there's another one to Myro. Myro backhands it, fires the first sidearm, and the stretch by Salem. He's out. What a play by Myro, and the Schuylkill Valley Falcons are looking good after the first inning. We'll be back as they go to hit. And after that quick inning from Schuylkill Valley, they will now work at the plate and look to get some runs going here against Grant Fitzgerald as he throws a curveball for strike one that was swung on and missed by Wyatt Salenko. He's leading off and playing left field for the Schuylkill Valley Falcons today. And there's a nice gap shot. It's going to get down in there. And he's looking two all the way, but he stops and puts on the brakes and goes back to first. Leadoff base hit there for the Falcons. Salenko gets on first and a quick base runner for Schuylkill Valley. Salem will step in the box. He's playing first today as Fitzgerald throws over to keep Salenko honest. Luke Salem, he's batting 182 on the season. And he looks to lay down a bunt. He does that perfectly. Fitzgerald thinks about second, ends up going to first for the out. Salem does the job with a sac bunt. Moves Salenko over. That'll be the first out of the inning. Fitzgerald briefly thought about turning around and throwing to second. It would have been a close play there, but he gets the out at first, and there's one away now as Owen Kozar steps in the box. Fitzgerald will step off the mound. Owen Kozar is batting third today for Schuylkill Valley, playing second base. The pitch is a ball inside and low. And it's 1-0 the count here on Kozar. Salenko with a big lead on second as Kozar looks at strike one. And the count evens out to 1-1. One away here in the bottom of the first inning. As Fitzgerald delivers a sharp shot towards the second baseman. He'll field that cleanly. Miller gets the out. And there's two away now. Salenko moves up to third. Kozar hit that one on the nose just right to Spencer Miller as he got the put out there. And that's the second out of the inning. Mikey Myro now steps up. He is playing shortstop with the Falcons. Two great plays so far in the top of the first inning, and he takes ball one. Braden Schuler loses that one behind the dish. Doesn't go anywhere, so Salenko will stay placed. And it's 1-0. Myro takes ball two outside. That curveball didn't break in time. Good pitch, just missed the outside corner. But ball two, 2-0. First time that Fitzgerald has fallen below in the count. And there's strike one right on the outside corner. Beautiful pitch there to get himself back in the count. And counts 2-1 on Myro. Two outs here in the bottom of the first inning. Schuylkill Valley with a man on third. And that one is fouled to over towards first base. And now the count is 2-2. Two-and-two pitch. And that one's hit towards Miller. Miller got eaten up on it a little bit, but he recovers and gets the third out of the inning. No score after one. And as we move for the top of the second, Jacob Rabert's going to lead off this inning for the Cougars. After Houston had a great inning on the mound last inning, he looks to keep working against Rabert here. He's playing right field tonight, and he'll look at ball one. 1-0 the count to Rabert. In the top of the second with no one out and no score, still 0-0. Quick moving game so far. There's ball two, missed in the same spot, down and away. And Rabert's ahead in the count, 2-0. The count here to Rabert as Houston delivers. That one's cut on and fouled. And that one is going to get out of play. Two balls and one strike, and that one is popped up in foul territory. The first baseman is there, and he makes the catch right on the line. Great catch there from the first baseman, Luke Salem. And there's one out. One away here, as there's ball one to Colin Ham. It's the wind, knocked the camera over. Colin Ham is the designated hitter tonight for Kutztown. And looks at strike one, and it's now 1-1. One and one the count on Ham here, as there's one away in the top of the second, and that one's cut on, and it's going to get foul, and it's going to get out of play. And the count goes to 1-2 now. One and two the count here on Ham as he lines that one right at the shortstop. Did not catch it, got it on the short hop, and made the put out at first. Mikey Myro with the put out there from shortstop, and that's out number two. Two away here in the top of the second. Matthias now. Colton Matthias will step into the box for the Cougars with two outs here as Houston delivers, and that one's inside, nearly hit him. He got out of the way just in time on a fastball that got out of Houston's hands. One and the count as Houston delivers. That's another fastball inside, a little bit closer to the plate, but still a ball. 2-0 now. Two and 0 the count. Houston delivers, and that one's popped straight up towards the left side of the field, and Lesher will get the put out, and a 1-2-3 inning for the Schuylkill Valley Falcons. Still no score after 1.5. leading off for the Falcons in this inning, grounds it to second base. Miller fields it cleanly and fires to first. That was the center fielder Patel with the ground out to the second baseman, and there's one out quickly. That'll bring up Bryce Lesher. He's playing third base today, and he takes strike one as Fitzgerald paints the outside corner. 0-1 the count here on Lesher. 0-1, that one's chopped towards the first base side. It'll get foul, and the count goes 0-2. 0-2 the count here on Bryce Lesher. Grant Fitzgerald pitching a good game so far, looks to keep it going. The 0-2 delivery, and that one's chopped towards Fitzgerald. He fields it clean. He's going to have to spin around and throw to first. It is in time for the out. So that'll be the second out, but unfortunately for Kutztown, looks like Matthias is down. He's slow to get up, but he does get up. Two outs now in the bottom of the second. Scary moment there for Matthias. Thankfully, he's okay. As that put out is 1-3. Now the pitcher. Houston will step in the box, and he fouls that one back. And it reaches the trees, and the count goes 0-1. Both pitchers having a great game so far. They look to keep that going. Fitzgerald delivers a strike, and it goes 0-2 on Houston. Schuylkill for the fastball up high, a chop to Miller. Miller fields it, throws to Matthias, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 inning there for Kutztown, and they'll hit as we move to the top of the third. And Gilbert playing center field tries to get a bunt. That one's fouled towards the third base dugout. Strike one on him. Houston's still pitching a great game so far. He's throwing a no-hitter through 2 innings. And that one gets away from the catcher to the backstop. And it's 1-1. One the count here to Corey Gilbert. Looking to get things going for the Cougars. Get a base runner on, and he'll pop that one straight up towards the backstop. And it'll reach the stands and out of the net. And it'll be strike 2. Bryce Jenkins is the catcher for Schuylkill Valley. He's not in the hitting lineup, but he's the catcher. He made a play there, trying to get the first out of the inning. And that one is hit to left field, and it is going to get down foul. And the count remains 1-2 as Gilbert will do it again. One, two here in the top of the 3rd inning. And that one's ripped to left field, and it's going to get over the head of left fielder Selinko's head, but it just got foul. That one was all the way to the fence, and Gilbert with a rip there, unfortunately, is a foul ball. And he'll have to trot back and redo the pitch. Still 1-2 there. That was a shot. That would have been a double for sure to break up Houston's no-hitter. Instead, it's 1-2. And that one is lined over the head of Myro, and that's going to be the first base hit for Kutztown. And Gilbert finally gets the hit that he was looking for, as the leadoff man is on for Kutztown on a base hit that got over the head of leaping Myro. And the Cougars got a guy on first as Braden Schuler now steps in the box. And that's ball 1. The throw back to first, almost in time, as Gilbert got a little aggressive there. Jenkins tried to throw him out, was unable to. And Schuler tries to bunt that one, and it's going to get over the fence along the first base side, and the count goes to 1-1. Schuler now on a 1-1 count. Last time that Houston had a man on first, he produced a double play ball to Myro. Let's see if that happens again. That one swung on and missed. Thrown back to first again, not in time. Now it's 1-2 to Schuler. There's not been a strikeout yet this game through 2 innings. Houston's got 2 strikes on Schuler, looking to punch him out here. And there is a tip, but it's caught. So there will be an out. First strikeout of the game. As Schuler heads back to the dugout, that'll bring up lefty Scott Sanders here. With Gilbert on first, Sanders looks at ball 1. The count is 1-0 to Sanders as Gilbert takes off. The throw to second is not in time as he stands up sliding. And he's in there for a stolen base, and that'll get the Cougars with a man in scoring position. The pitch was a strike. Now it's 1-1 here to Sanders. Man in scoring position is Gilbert. That one's chopped back to the pitcher. He makes a leaping play and throws to first. It's in time. Good play by Houston to get the out at first. It will move Gilbert over to third base, but there's 2 outs now in the inning. So that'll flip the lineup to the top, where Cole Schuler will now look to drive in the first run of this game as Gilbert waits on third with 2 out. Cole Schuler hit his first at bat. He got hit by a pitch, and that one's in the dirt for ball 1. Two out here, no score. Man on third for Kutztown. A hit will break the score. And that one is chopped to third base, and it is going to be close at first and in time as Lusher bobbled it at third but made the out to first. No runs come across. Still no score. And we go to the bottom of the third now. And that one is cut on and missed there from Strauss. He's in right field tonight for this first game. 0-1 the count as that one was fouled towards the dugout. And that one is hit. And a diving Fitzgerald throws in time. He was seated when he threw it, and it was in time, the out. And there is the first out of the third inning for Kutztown, as both pitchers are having a day so far. Now the designated hitter, Matlock, will ground one to third. It's fielded cleanly by Matthias, fired to Ham. And there's the second out of the inning. It's quick 2 outs for Fitzgerald and the Cougars on the 6-3 putout. And that'll flip the lineup to the top, and it'll be Salenko. Last time Salenko was up, he had a nice base hit into the gap of right field and center field. See if he can do it again, this time with 2 out. Fitzgerald dealing so far today. Cut on and miss, strike 1 from Salenko. A 1 count here. As Fitzgerald delivers, and that's a base hit. He's 2 for 2 on the day, right up the middle. And a great piece of hitting. And Salenko finds himself on base once again. This time with 2 outs, he's 2 for 2. Salem will now step in the box for the Falcons. Salem laid down a nice sacrifice bunt in the first inning. That one is lined right out to the first baseman Ham, and that'll be the third out of the inning. We'll move to the top of the fourth. Still no score. As we move into the top of the fourth, Fitzgerald is now hitting. He's pitching a great game, and that one is going to be fielded by the second baseman, Kozar, and he throws the first, and there's the quick first out for the Falcons. Spencer Miller now due up. He grounded out to shortstop last time. He's playing second base today. He's defending it very well. Houston delivers a curveball, and that is a beautiful pitch. Crossed every square inch of the plate for strike one. The count goes 0-1 to Miller. That one's inside, fastball at his knees. Count evens out 1-1. 1-1 count here. There's ball two. That one's in the dirt, and it's 2-1. Houston falls behind in the count. We've not seen a walk yet today. Been a fast-moving game so far. And there is a foul ball. It's going to be caught by the first baseman, Salem. And there's the second out of the inning, as Miller pops out to the first baseman. 2 away in the top of the fourth. Jacob Rabert now playing right field. Last time he was up, he fouled out to the first baseman. Popped out to Salem in foul territory, who had the nice catch on the line. Let's see what he can do here. And that one's over his head. Would have gotten hit if he didn't duck out of the way. Scary stuff there for Rabert. It counts 1-0. 1-0 here to Jacob Rabert. Houston delivers, and that one's outside now. One from inside to outside, it's 2-0. Hitters count here for Rabert. Looking to get his first hit of the game. And the Cougars' second hit of the game. 2 away in a 2-0 count. There's ball 3, 3-0. Rabert should be taken all the way here. He's up 3 balls to no strikes on Houston. Houston has not issued a walk yet. This is the close in a 3-0 count. And there's ball 4 as it goes over the head of Rabert. And that'll be the first base runner for Kutztown this inning. And it comes with 2 outs in the 4th. That'll bring up Colin Ham. He grounded out to the third baseman his last time up in the first inning. In the second inning. Houston looking to dial it in, and there's the 5th straight ball from Houston as he's getting a little frustrated out on the mound. He's got to slow down, compose himself, and that one's cut on and missed from Ham, and the count goes to 1-1 now. 1-1 count to Colin Ham here with 2 outs in the top of the 4th inning. Curveball is grounded towards Salem. He fields it cleanly, steps on the bag, and that'll be the inning. Schuylkill Valley gets out of it once again. No runs after 3.5. Bottom of the 4th here as Kozar is going to lead off for the Falcons. And he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. There's strike 2. And the count goes to 0-2. Excuse me, this is not Kozar. This is Mikey Myro here. He takes ball 1, 1-2 now. And there's ball 2, 2-2. Count evens out. And there's ball 3. After getting ahead 0-2, now the count is 3-2 full. And there is going to be a base hit to lead off the inning for Kozar. To get things started here in the bottom of the fourth. Third hit of the day for Schuylkill Valley. Now Mikey Myro steps in. And there's strike one to Myro. Fitzgerald keeps him honest there at first base. And the count is still 0-1 to Myro now. And there's strike two. Count goes 0-2. To Myro. Fitzgerald delivers, and that's going to be a fly ball. Short center field, the Bermuda Triangle. As Miller calls Schuler and Gilbert off, makes the catch himself. And that'll be the first out of the inning there. Great play by Miller. Good communication all around from the team. And there's one away in the bottom of the fourth. And that one is going to be a pop fly, and it's almost a double play. Instead, it actually turns out to be advancing Kozar to second. It was a blue fly ball to the third baseman, Matthias. He caught it, and he overthrew the first baseman, Ham, and the ball got out of play. And they're awarding Kozar third base, and that is a huge, costly error there from Kutztown, as that gives up two bags on what would have gotten them out of the inning. Now there's a man on third. Brings up Bryce Lesher. Last time he was up, he grounded out to the pitcher, and he looks at strike one. 0-1 the count now. Costly error there from Kutztown. Let's see if Fitzgerald can work out of it. There's ball one at 1-1 now. 1-1 count to Lesher. And that one's fouled away. Towards the cars, and it's 1-2. Schuylkill Valley looking to get the first run of this game. The 1-2. Grounded towards shortstop. It's fielded, and it gets through the legs of Schuler. And that's going to be an error on Schuler. And that's going to drive in a run. And Schuylkill Valley now leads 1-0 on that error from Schuler. Keeps this inning alive for Schuylkill Valley. That's the second error from Kutztown this bottom of the fourth. And that's the difference in the game right now, 1-0. There's ball one. Fitzgerald a little frustrated on the mound. Two errors now. We've driven a run. Unearned runs, there's strike one to Houston. Houston's pitching a gem so far today. Through four, he's got four scoreless, and there's time called, and they're going to give him a balk. And there's a balk on Fitzgerald, and that moves Lesher to second. And this inning is getting out of hand here for Kutztown with errors. They just are looking for that third out. There's a chop shot to Schuler. He'll make the out that time, and he'll get out of the inning. One run only comes across. 1-0 Schuylkill Valley after 4 innings. And we move to the top of the fifth now, as Colton Mathias is going to lead things off for the Cougars. And there's strike one, as Houston still going strong into the fifth inning. 0-1 the count here to Mathias, and that is ripped down the left field line. It's going to be close, but it ends up getting foul. And it's 0-2 now. The count goes to 0-2 on Mathias. One strikeout so far for Houston, looking to get his second here in this 0-2 count. There's a curveball that breaks away. Schuler doesn't bite, and it goes to 1-2. There's strike three. Looking. Schuler goes down as he gets rung up. That'll be the first out of the inning and the second strikeout for Houston. There's ball one in the dirt as Gilbert looking for a second in the game. He's 1 for 1. He's got a base hit today. Cougars only hit on Houston. Looking to piece another one in and get another base runner on for Kutztown to tie this game up. But he'll look at strike one. Count goes to 1-1 now. One and one here on Gilbert as the curveball is foul, just foul over the third baseline, and that was borderline close. It was right in the line all the way till the bag, and it just went foul, and it's 1-2 now. Gilbert's been seeing the ball well today, almost got his second in the game. He's pieced a couple foul, almost got another base hit there. 1-2 now on Corey Gilbert. And that one's fouled to the same exact spot. And the count remains 1-2. This at-bat is very similar to his first at-bat. Same sequence of pitches, and that one is going to get down foul down the left field line again. So close, but nothing. The 1-2. That one's ball two. Houston thought he had it for strike three, didn't. And the count is now 2-2. It evens out. 2-2 count to Gilbert. And that one's lined, and it's going to be stopped by a diving Lesher, but it's going to be a base hit. As it was right in the gap between short and third, Lesher stopped it, but not before Gilbert beat it out, and it's his second base hit of the game. He's 2 for 2 now. Solinko for Schuylkill Valley's 2 for 2, and Gilbert for Kutztown's 2 for 2. Now Schuler will hit with one away and a man on first. The throw back to first is not in time as Gilbert dives back in. Schuler takes ball one. Count is 1-0 to Braden Schuler. He'll look at strike one. That one's right down the middle. And it's 1-1 now. To the shortstop for Kutztown. 1-1 count. Kutztown looking to tie this thing back up. And Gilbert is off. The throw, he pumped it, and that's not going to be in time as Gilbert gets his second stolen base of the game. And he now stands on second with one away in a 2-1 count to Schuler. As Jenkins looks like he lost control of it, bobbled it a little bit, and now the Cougars are threatening to score with man on second. 2-1. That'll become 3-1 now. Schuler in a hitter's count as Houston falls behind 3-1. Three-one pitch to Schuler. That one's fouled straight back towards the backstop, and it is now full 3-2. Schuler struck out in his first at-bat, looking to avoid that again. One out here in the top of the fifth inning. The payoff pitch is fouled back towards the Cars once again. And Schuler stays alive. We'll do it again. 3-2 pitch payoff coming up here. Kozar keeping Gilbert honest at second base here with 3-2. And that one's popped straight up towards the backstop. And it's going to get out of play. No play once again, fouled off. The 3-2 count with one away here in the top of the fifth. We'll do it again. Houston delivers, and that one's cut on and missed. Beautiful curveball as Houston gets a strikeout for the second out of the inning. Schuler will head back to the dugout. And now it is Scott Sanders' turn. Scott Sanders, he grounded out to the pitcher his last time up. And there's strike one to Scott Sanders on the inside corner. A 1 now with Gilbert dancing on second. And that one just misses low. It is 1-1 now. One count to Sanders. Strike two on the outside corner. The count is now 1-2. Cougars down to their last strike in this top of the fifth inning. With Gilbert still on second base. Sanders gets hit in the foot. And he'll take first base on this hit by pitch, and that is Houston's second hit batter of the game. Now there's a man on first and second here as the count goes to the top of the order. Two away, man on first and second as it goes to Cole Schuler. He chops that one to third base. It's going to get foul. And it's 0-1 on Schuler. He's been hit by a pitch and he's grounded out to the shortstop. And this is his third at bat, and he starts it with an 0-1 count. There's ball one, 1-1. One count here with a man on first and second. Base hit should score one. And that one hits him. That's another hit batter. He's gotten hit twice today. Cole Schuler will trot down to first. That's his second time being hit. And Houston's third hit batter of the game. And the Falcons are having trouble getting this third out here. As the bases are now loaded. As we cross the hour point for this game. Bases are loaded. Houston in a little bit of trouble with 2 out. The delivery. And it is going to get down foul. And the count's 0-1. Oh, no. Fitzgerald has grounded out to the shortstop for a double play, and he's grounded out to the second baseman. Looking to get a base hit here and help himself out on the mound. 0-1 to him. Houston delivers. And it's going to get down for a base hit to the gap. And that's going to score not 1, but 2 Cougars. And Kutztown has taken the lead 2-1 off of a Grant Fitzgerald base hit. What a play from Grant Fitzgerald to help himself out and give his Cougars the lead at 2-1. Cole Schuylkill moves over to third base as well. So trouble is not in the clear for the Falcons. It's 1-0. Cut on and miss there from Miller. Looking to get another run across. Two on the count. And that's ball 3. As Fitzgerald is now standing on second base. And the throw back to third is not going to be in time to catch Schuylkill. It's ball 4 anyways, and the bases are now loaded. Schuylkill Valley having trouble getting out of this inning. Miller takes a walk. And Raber takes ball 1. Raber's last time up, he walked. He's also popped out to the first baseman. So he is sitting at 0 for 1 on the day. Base hit will score 2 and break this thing wide open for Kutztown. That's strike 1 on the inside corner. The count is now 1-1. 1-1 count. Chopped, and it's going to get through. It's fielded by the shortstop, Myro, but he's got no play. And that'll drive in Schuylkill, and it is now 3-1 Kutztown. And Houston looks pretty tired. His head coach comes out to talk to him a little bit. I don't think he stays done, however, but he is in trouble. Man on second and third and first. Bases are loaded. Trouble still remains for Schuylkill Valley. As Colin Ham looks to add to this score. Colin Ham, he is 0 for 2 on the day. Grounded out to third baseman. And here we go. Strike 1, swung on and missed from him. Kutztown has now batted around. Everyone has seen the dish this inning. Ham is behind, 0-1, and there he almost went on it, but he held. Thankfully he held because that was going to be a ball in the dirt. And it's 1-1 now to Colin Ham. One pitch with bases loaded and 2 out is fouled. And it's now 1-2 on Ham. Cougars are down to the last strike of the inning. One-two pitch to Ham is fouled off, and he'll get another shot at it, and he'll do it again. Houston struggling to get this third out here. He was going great up until this inning. He encountered some difficulty. Here we go, the 1-2 pitch. Houston looking to get out of it. And that's going to be a tricky play, but it's fielded and caught by Salem to get out of the inning. They limit the damage to 3 runs. It's 3-1 Kutztown after 5. As rain is in the forecast, we move to the bottom of the 5th now after that long top of the 5th inning. Kutztown plated 3 runs, and that puts us at 3-1 after 4.5. And leading off this inning is going to be number 13, Strauss. Takes strike 1. It's 1-1. Strauss, his last time up, grounded out to the pitcher. Strike 2, right at the same spot on the outside corner. Strauss a little frustrated that he took that one, and it's now 1-2. And there's cut on and miss. Strike 3. There's Fitzgerald's first strikeout of the game, as he got Strauss swinging. And that brings up the designated hitter, Rylan Matlock. His last time up, he grounded out to the shortstop. This time, they'll look at strike 1 for the first pitch. Count goes to 0-1 on Matlock. Matlock hits that one straight off his foot. He's walking it off a little bit. 0-2 now. Oh and 2. And time is called at the plate by Matlock. As he regroups, 0-2, and it's going to be a flare right to the second baseman, Miller. And he'll get the put out. And there's 2 away here for Kutztown. Kutztown getting into a bit of a rhythm here. The order will flip over to the top to Schuylkill. He's got 2 hits. He's 2 for 2. Looking for 3 for 3. Big swing and a miss there from Schuylkill. He was tasting that 3 for 3, but got nothing. And it's 0-1 on him. Chase that one. That was way outside of the zone into the other batter's box, and it's 0-2 on Schuylkill. Pitchers count here for Fitzgerald, looking to retire Schuylkill for the first time. 0-2 on Schuylkill, and he'll ground it to the shortstop. This one's going to be fielded by Schuler, fired over to Ham, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 inning for Kutztown as we move to the top of the 6th. It is the top of the 6th. And the new pitcher on for the Schuylkill Valley Falcons is going to be number 34, big, tall right-hander, Aiden Elo. And he's going to start things off against Matthias, and he'll deliver a strike for his first pitch of the game. And it goes 0-1 on Matthias. He's sitting at 0-2 on the day. He's got a strikeout and a pop out to the shortstop. And that one jammed him to the third baseman, fielded cleanly, fired in time for the play. as Lesher gets the first out of the 6th inning, and there's one away on the 6-3 put out. Gilbert's now due up. He's 2 for 2 on the day, looking for his 3rd hit. Seeing a new pitcher this time. There's ball 1, inside and down. 1-0 the count to Gilbert. The 1-0 pitch. That one's inside as well, 2-0. Count to Gilbert. Hitter's count here. That time he looks at another one. It's 3-0, so he should have the take sign all the way here. And he does, but that's strike 1. Gilbert thought it was a little bit high, but it called strike 1, and it's 3-1 now to Corey Gilbert, the red hot hitter, who's 2 for 2. 2 excellent base hits so far. And there's ball 4. That one just missed a little bit inside, and there's the Cougars' first base runner of the top of the 6th inning. Throws back to keep him honest. Gilbert doesn't bite. Gilbert's got 2 stolen bases on the day. Schuylkill has struck out twice. Looking to get a base hit here. Help out his team a little bit. And there's strike 1 to Schuylkill. Gilbert is known to take off. He's taken off multiple times today. Speedy on the base paths. 0-1. Now becomes 0-2. Throws back. Not in time to catch Gilbert. As Jenkins has thrown back multiple times now. Not caught Gilbert once. And the count's 1-1. One count. Okay, it comes 2-1 as that one misses high. 2-1 now to Schuylkill. Kutztown had big inning last inning, looking to do that again. There's a strike on the inside corner. 2-2. That one just got the corner. Beautiful pitch there from Elo. Elo looking to get his first strikeout here. He's going to throw back to Gilbert and keep him honest at first base. The 2-2 delivery. Ripped foul from Schuylkill. And we'll do it again. Two-two pitch to Schuylkill. Ball 3. Goes back again. Not in time for Gilbert. Now it's full. 3-2 count. Fouled off. Couldn't catch it. Was Jenkins. Jenkins frustrated there that it hit off his mask instead of into his mitt. Would have been an out. But instead it's a foul ball and it's a strike, and it remains 3-2 full count. Payoff pitch is in the dirt, and it's going to scamper away from the catcher, Jenkins. Gilbert rounding second, thinking about third. He's not going to go anywhere, and now it's first and second. After 2 straight walks from Elo. Jenkins is going to talk to him, settle him down a little bit. As Scott Sanders, it'll be his turn to hit. Scott Sanders is 0 for 1 on the day. His last time up, he got hit by a pitch. Two men on with 1 out. Sanders takes strike 1 in. Count is 0-1 on Sanders. And that sounded like a broken bat. It's going to be fielded and in time for a double play. It was caught by Myro, and Kozar got to second base in time to catch Gilbert stranded, as he was a little bit too far off the bag. As we move to the bottom of the 6th, Kutztown still leads 3-1. As we head to the bottom of the 6th, it's going to be first baseman Salem leading off as he rips that one foul. It was a hard hit ball towards third. About 2 feet off the third baseline, makes it 0-1. Fitzgerald still going strong into this 6th inning. And that is a fly ball charging in as center fielder Gilbert. He'll make it there in time. And there's one away as Salem is retired. That'll bring up Owen Kozar. Kozar was a part of that double play last inning to get them out of it. He's got a base hit. He's the only run of the game for Schuylkill Valley. He'll take ball 1. It's 1-0. That one's chopped into the dugout, and it's 1-1. One away here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 3-1, Cougars lead it. We're going to shut this down. Chopped up the middle. It's going to be a tough play for Schuler. He reaches, he spins, he throws in time. What a play by Schuler to get Kozar out. What a play by Braden Schuler. couldn't have drawn it up any better. He's out at first for the second out of the inning. Head coach arguing the call here. Gonna talk it over. Head coach still not happy with the call. They stick with the out on the field. After that amazing play by Braden Schuler, now there are 2 outs in the inning. Fitzgerald delivers, and that ball is low to Myro. Myro, he's made 2 outs, and they've both been to the second baseman today. Looking to get his first knock here with 2 outs. That one's upstairs and out. It's going to be ball 2, 2-0 the count to Myro. That last play by Schuler would be a Sports Center top 10 nominee. Right up the middle. Fielded it so perfect. And threw him over. Beautiful play. 2-1 pitch is grounded up the middle. Can he do it again? That one's going to be tough. It's going to be fielded sliding by Miller. That one's not in time. That one was directly over the middle of the bag. Second base. Good play by Miller, not in time. Base hit for Myro. It'll keep the Falcons' hopes alive as they turn it over to Patel. Patel's 0 for 2 on the day. He looks at ball 1. A little bit upstairs. And the count's 1-0. That one swung on. Schuler makes it, and he's going to flick it right to his teammate Miller, and that'll be the inning. 3 outs away from a win here is Kutztown as we move to the top of the 7th. Top of the order here for Kutztown to start this top of the 7th. It's Cole Schuler. He's gotten hit by a pitch twice today in this first game. He's also grounded out to the third baseman. That one's fouled back right over our heads. And onto the press box roof. As Schuler gets down on the count 0-1. That one's foul. A ball upstairs. It's 1-1 now. Elo in his second inning of work. Pops it up in foul territory. And he makes the catch, but he's out of play. So it will not be an out, it'll be a strike instead. And it's 1-2 now. One ball and 2 strikes to Schuler. And there's strike 3. Got him swinging on the curveball. And that's Elo's first strikeout of the game. One away in the top of the 7th. So the left-hander Grant Fitzgerald is now on. He's gone 6 innings pitched with only 1 run, which was not earned at all. No earned runs through 6. He'll take a foul ball for strike 1, 0-1. He's 1 for 3 today at the dish. Got an RBI, 2 RBI actually. Ball 1 in the dirt, 1-1 now. 1-1, 1 out in the top of the 7th. Kutztown leads 3-1. They're looking to tack on some insurance runs here. The 1-1 pitch is lined, and it's going to be another base hit for Grant Fitzgerald. He's 2 for 4 on the day, and he's pitching a gem. What a day for Grant Fitzgerald. With 1 out, he gets a base hit to get Kutztown rolling. Spencer Miller's now due up. He sits 0 for 2 on the day with a walk. He'll take strike 1 swinging. Chopped down on it. Couldn't connect. Oh, 1. It's grounded to shortstop. No one's home. Backhanded play is in time to get the out at second. Great play by Myro. Not enough to turn 2, but a beautiful play by Myro as he was cheating towards second a little bit. Got it on the backhand and threw it in time. That middle infield for Schuylkill Valley is looking great today. There's the second out of the inning. Miller will get to first base on the fielder's choice. And now it'll be Robert's turn. He's got a base hit on his name as well. Checks his swing. Home plate ump says he did. And it's 0-1 now with 2 out here in the top of the 7th. Elo throws back. That one's high. Almost gets away from Salem at first base. That would be costly. Did not, however, and it's still 0-1. Raybert looks at ball 1, and it's now 1-1. And the 1-1 pitch is fouled. It's going to be 1-2 now. One, 2 to Raybert, 2 outs. It's lined up the middle on the ground, and that'll be the inning as Kozar flips it to Myro, and 3 outs is what Kutztown needs to seal this victory into the bottom of the 7th. Bottom of the 7th. Here for Schuylkill Valley. They need 2 to send it to extras, 3 to win it. Fitzgerald still on the mound, is working. Delivers a strike 1 curveball. He's 3 outs away from a complete game. The 0-1. It's chopped up the middle, and that's going to be a base hit to start things off for Schuylkill Valley. As Bryce Lesher gets things going for the Falcons. And you got to wonder how long the leash is for Fitzgerald. Now I'll face the pitcher right now, Elo. It's his first at bat of the game. They'll look at strike 1 right down the middle. And it's 0-1. That one's fouled back, 0-2. They say the last three outs are the hardest outs to get in a game. That's what Fitzgerald's going to have to do here. Would help his team out tremendously if he could throw all 7. Save some arms for the long summer season. There's ball 1. Just missed low. And it is now 1-2 the count. And there's another balk on Fitzgerald, they say. That's going to move Lesher to second. That'll put him in scoring position with no one out. And there's strike 3 called as he gets Elo looking, and there's the first out of the bottom of the 7th. As hard as it is to believe, it's only his 2nd strikeout of the game. As Strauss takes strike 1. 2 outs away from a complete game. There's strike 2, big cut on and miss from the right fielder, Strauss. And it's 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch. And Fitzgerald gets him swinging, and that's the 2nd strikeout of the inning, his 3rd of the game, and he's 1 out away from a complete game. There's 2 outs, man on second. Matlock's the last hope for the Falcons. and it's popped up. It's going to be trouble. That's trouble territory, and it is caught by Schuler for the final out of the game as Schuler goes behind his back to make the catch, and that's the game. Kutztown wins by a score of 3-1. That'll do it for game one of this doubleheader.